regimes, democratic transitions, and of course the ever-evolving world of journalism.
It is not in doubt that the NUJ has led the charge for free, responsible, and progressive press. And so,
under the inspiring theme celebrating 70 years of journalistic excellence and the future of the Nigerian press, we've come together to honor our heroes, celebrate our champions, and look boldly to the future.
And the future is indeed ours to take, and it is bright. It's on that note that we'll formally welcome to this historic celebration the national president of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, who will very shortly be leading in welcome address. But let me, before that, mention once again that we are very privileged and very glad indeed to have here with us one Nigerian that you can be proud of any day, any time. He is a father of unionism, a father of democracy, and a father of fathers. Please a round of applause for very distinguished Aremo Segun Oshoba, commander of the Order of the Niger, former governor of Ogun State, who is the father of the day. Please give him a father round of applause. Thank you, sir. And very shortly, we will be receiving some other distinguished guests, including the representative of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But as I mentioned earlier, the National President of the NUJ will be going on with the welcome remark. And so on this note, please welcome this gentleman par excellence, an indefatigable leader, passionate advocate for the media, and advocate particularly for media freedom. Comrade Al-Hassan Yahaya, a round of applause for him.
Your Excellency, the President of Nigeria, President Gala, ably represented by the Honorable Minister of Information. Our father of the day, our father Chief Olusegun Aremo, the chairman of this occasion, John Momo, ably represented here. Your Excellency, the former governor of Ogun State, ably represented by distinguished Senator Smart Ademi, former president of our great union. Past leaders of our great union, let me begin by recognizing former President George Izobo, former President Sani Zoro, my own father, former President Larry, former President Wahid Odushile, and immediate past National Secretary of our great union, Mr. Shaibu Usman Lemon. Distinguished personalities, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is with eminence, honor, and profound privilege that I address you all today as we mark an extraordinary milestone in the history of Nigerian Union of Journalists. We gather today to celebrate 70 glorious years of unwavering dedication to truth, integrity, and fundamental human right to inform. Today I stand before you not merely as the humble national president of NUJ, but as an ardent advocate for cherished principles that unite us as a profession. This occasion is more than just a celebration of our illustrious past. It is a moment of deep reflection on our present circumstances, and most importantly, a rallying cry for the future we collectively envision. At this juncture, I must express our profound gratitude and appreciation for the distinguished personalities who grace us with their presence. We are deeply honored to have a representative of His Excellency, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the esteemed founder of TBC and the Nation newspaper, who will be decorated today as the Grand Patron of Nigerian Union of Journalists. We firmly believe this significant recognition will further inspire him to collaborate closely with NUJ, particularly in enhancing the safety and security of Nigerian journalists. Our gratitude also extends to distinguished Senate President who has sent a representative here. To our revered father, the father of the day, His Excellency Aremu Olusegun Oshoba, we deeply appreciate your untiring support to the union and the profession. Our chief host, the Honorable Minister of Information, Mohammed Idris Malagi, the untiring Minister of Information National Anti-Terrorism Agency, whose support we always enjoy, and the chairman of the occasion, Mr. John Momo, the chairman of Channel Television, for his consistent support to NUJ. Let me call in this opportunity as well to appreciate the Director General of FRCN, Director General NTA, Director General BON, and DG NAN for their support. As we gather here, our hearts swell with gratitude for a giant upon whose shoulders we stand. We honor our past leaders and members whose selfless contribution laid the ground for this formidable union. They faced incredible odds and challenges, yet their commitment to journalistic values never wavered. Many of those esteemed personalities have sadly passed on, but their legacies endure, vibrant and inspiring in our ongoing struggle for press freedom and the right of journalists across our beloved country, Nigeria. Let their indomitable spirit ignite a renewed fire within each of us as we continue to work they begun. For me, I must thank most sincerely and appreciate past leaders that are here. Let me begin by thanking most sincerely our father, former President George Izobo, and our brother, former President Sani Zoro, and our father, former President Larry, as well as former President Wahid Odishile. I will not forget to appreciate my mentor, former President distinguished Senator Smart Adeyemi, and former President Mr. Chris Isugzo. For me, I was opportune to serve under 4 former presidents out of the 7 former presidents that are alive. I served under former President Smart Adeyemi. I also served under former President, former Commissioner of Information Mohammed Garba. I served under former President, former Commissioner of Information Wahid Odishile. I also served under former President, now Director General DG Chris Isugzo. I referred myself as someone who was nurtured by Smart Adeyemi, prepared by Mohammed Garba and Wahid Odishile, and celebrated during Mr. Chris Isugzo. The NUJ will boost a rich history consistently championing press freedom and safeguarding the right of journalists and upholding the highest standard of profession. For 7 decades, the union has been instrumental in inspiring Nigerian story, holding power accountable and giving voice to the voiceless. Journalism at its core is the cornerstone of any democracy. It serves as a vital watchdog, ensuring those in power are held responsible for their action. It is the essential platform for citizens to express their views and hold their leaders accountable in essence. It is a crucial bridge connecting the government and the governed. The NUJ journey has not been without a trial, from challenging days of military rule to our current democratic dispensation. Journalists have faced countless hurdles, censorship, harassment, and even violence. Yet through it all, the NUJ has remained unwavering in its commitment to press freedom and journalistic excellence. I'm also delighted to acknowledge the launch of a book, A Bleeding Ink Today, a book commemorating this milestone. It chronicles the harrowing experiences and profound sacrifices of Nigerian journalists who have faced impunity. This is not just a historic record, it is meticulously cherished work that powerfully amplifies the NUJ urgent call for press freedom and journalistic safety. I commend the author, Shaib Usman Lehman, our former National Secretary, for his vital contributions. This book illuminates those critical narratives, serves as a potent tool for advocacy, and a stark reminder of the constant vigilance required to protect our press. At the Nigerian Union of Journalists, we take eminent pride in having published this profound, significant work. We believe it will not only dedicate and inform, but also reinforce our collective resolve to champion the right and safety of journalists everywhere. As we honor those who have paved the way and those who remain steadfast today, let's reaffirm our unwavering commitment to protecting the fundamental principles that underlie our noble profession. Nigerian Union of Journalists expressed its profound gratitude and excitement following the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu decision to confer national honor upon a distinguished group of Nigerian journalists. This significant recognition is timely tribute to the indispensable contribution and sacrifices made by the journalists throughout Nigerian democratic journey. This honor bestowed on often those dedicated journalists not only celebrate their past achievement, but also serve as a powerful rallying cry for the entire media community. This moment reinforces the crucial responsibility of reporters to continue advocating for the robust democracy and demanding greater transparency from all levels of government and ensure accountability in governance. A fearless and independent press is fundamental to health of any thriving democracy. Today, as we gather, as we extend our deepest gratitude and pay tribute to the visionary leaders who have steered the course of our union, we honor our past national president and national secretaries whose foresight, unwavering dedication, and profound commitment have been the bedrock of our progress. This tireless effort and sacrifice being bedrock of our progress. This tireless effort and sacrifice have not only shaped our past, but have also laid the robust foundation upon which our present achievement, and indeed, without their exceptional leadership, we simply could not have reached this significant milestone. In this spirit of recognition, we also take this opportune moment to acknowledge and celebrate remarkable contribution of selected distinguished personalities and state governors. Those are the people we have tirelessly championed the cause of good governance, fostering sustainable development, and promoting peace and prosperity across our beloved nation. Their exemplary work has made a tangible difference in the lives of countless citizens, embodying every essence of public service as responsible leadership. The award we are privileged to present today serves as a more than just a token of appreciation. They are a profound acknowledgement of their invaluable contributions. Furthermore, they are intended to be a powerful source of encouragement, urging them to persist in their vital work to ensure continuity, inspiring positive change, and to further dedicate their efforts to the continued progress and upliftment of the great nation. This ceremony also underscores a fundamental truth: a symbiotic relationship between a vibrant, responsible media and a dedicated, accountable leadership is not merely beneficial, but absolutely crucial for the flourishing of truly democratic society. This collaboration is the lifeblood of thriving democracy, ensuring transparency and accountability and the informed participation of all citizens. Together, we continue to build a nation where good governance, development, and well-being of every individual are paramount. In closing, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to members of local organizing committee under my able deputy, Mrs. Abimbola Ayetunde, for their commitment in making this event possible, and to all national officers and state council for their contribution to this anniversary. Before ending, let me equally this opportunity and thank sister organizations, especially the president of NIPR, president of VON, as well as president of IPI, for finding time to be here. I am assuring you will continue to work together towards taking our country to a greater height. With this, I thank you most sincerely for this opportunity. Thank you, and God bless us all. Thank you very much.
podium. Let's put our hands together for the national president, Nigeria Union of Journalists, Comrade Al Hassan Yaya. Let's put our hands together. So we'll do some more recognitions here before we call on the chairman who would be delivering some address this evening. Let's start out with...
That's right. We are very glad to have His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Bauchi State. He's here. Please, a round of applause for His Excellency Mohammed Awal Jato here with us. Deputy Governor of Bauchi State, thank you very much for being here.
Again, for those who've just joined us, we have some past national presidents of the NUJ today in our midst. Let me quickly mention that we have Senator Smart Adeyemi. He was national president from 1999 to 2006.
That's right, but he's wearing two caps today. If you've seen Senator Smart, you will know that as a comrade, he usually wears a lot of cap. He'll wear the cap for the masses, and sometimes wear the cap for the politicians. Today, he is also wearing the cap representing His Excellency, the Governor of Kogi State, Ahmed Usman Ododo, is represented by distinguished Senator Smart Adeyemi. Thank you very much, sir, for being here.
Another past president who's here, that's national president from 1990 to 1994, is Alhaji Sani Zoro. We welcome you. Thank you so much for coming in this evening.
Thank you very much. And we also very, very well recognize national presidents between 2015 and 2018. Abdulwahid Odushile, he's also here with us. Thank you for being here.
All right, Lanre Ogundipe. Mr. Ogundipe was actually national president of the NUJ from 1997 to 1999.
Thank you very much. And we recognize national presidents from 2009 to 2015, the very, very distinguished Mohammed Garba, also here with us. Thank you very much.
Chief George Izobo is also here. He was national president 1985 to 1989.
And you have to very, very specially recognize the immediate past national presidents of the NUJ, 2018 to 2024, the distinguished Chris Isiguzo. He is also here with us. Thank you very much. Please give him a round of applause. Thank you. We also want to recognize here with us the Kanwan Katsina, Alhaji UK Bello MNI, retired controller of Nigerian Customs, also here with us. Thank you very much for being here. The Gombe State Governor is represented by Honorable Commissioner for Environment, Water and Forest Resources, Honorable Malid Seidu Fawu. Thank you very much for being here. Please give him a round of applause.
All right, it's time for us to call to the podium a representative of the chairman of tonight's occasion. That's Mr. John Momo, the CEO Channels TV. He's represented here today by Dr. Olaolu Akonde, and he'll be stepping up now. Let's put our hands together for him.
Olaolu Akonde was former spokesperson to the former Vice President of the Federal Republic, a very distinguished Nigerian and a distinguished comrade at that matter. You're welcome. Good to see you again, sir.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the father of the day, Aremo Olusegun Oshoba, Honorable Minister for Information, distinguished senators such as Senator Adeyemi himself, the former president of NUJ, the leadership of the NUJ nationally and across the country, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is fitting to congratulate the leadership and the membership of the NUJ on the auspicious, and by the way, this is the speech of the chairman, Dr. John Momo, who at the last minute couldn't make it to Abuja today and asked me to represent him. Congratulations to the leadership of the NUJ on the auspicious occasion today, commemorating 70 years of journalistic excellence and the future of the Nigerian press. There's no way the story of our beloved country would be told without the illustrious roles played by journalists and the organization itself, the Nigerian Union of Journalists. If we look at the political history of our country, we remember the great Zik, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, who was a formidable newspaper publisher, papers such as the West African Pilot, ahead of Nigeria's independence, and of course, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, who in 1948 founded the Nigerian Tribune, which is today the oldest surviving private newspaper in Nigeria. The NUJ itself was founded on March 15, 1955 in Lagos, in the midst of Nigeria's struggle for independence from British colonial rule. And we remember some of the founding members of the NUJ, such as Mobolaji Odunewu, who is recorded as the first president of the union, and also was the first Nigerian chief information officer under the colonial government. He was the brother of the notable newspaper icon, Alade Odunewu. There was also Chief Olu Oyesoya, who was the secretary of the union and a member of the London Institute of Journalism. There was also Ebu Adesioye, was the treasurer. Increase Koka was an ex-official member. H.K. Ofoneri was also an ex-official member. And of course, we also have Chief Olabisi Onobanjo, a.k.a. Ayekuto, who was also an ex-official member who later became the governor of Ogun State in the Second Republic. Of course, we recollect that in the Third and the Fourth Republic, we also had an illustrious Nigerian journalist and by far one of the most prominent newspaper icons Nigeria has ever recorded, Aremo Olusegun Oshoba, who is today the father of the day. And so the NUJ and Nigerian journalists have actually produced great patriotic Nigerians whose impact in the overall development of our country and the profession itself cannot be overemphasized, such as, again, Alhaji L.K. Jakonde, who was also the Second Republic Governor of Lagos State. These individuals and many more, including past presidents and past leaders of the union that are here seated today, have played a crucial role in shaping what the NUJ today has become. Initially, the union focused on addressing issues such as better pay and better working conditions for journalists. And over time, the union has evolved into a trade union registered under the law with a broader mandate to improve the condition of journalists and to promote professional standards, and I dare say, to fight for the development of our country. It was in 1977 that the union underwent restructuring, transforming it into an effective trade union and professional body. And this led to the establishment of state councils, zones, and chapters in media organizations across the country. Today, NUJ operates 37 state councils, 6 zones, and numerous chapels with affiliate bodies such as the Nigerian Association of Women Journalists and the Nigerian Guild of Editors and the Sport Writers Association of Nigeria. In a democracy, the role of the press is so fundamental that a former US President, Thomas Jefferson, was quoted as saying, "If it were left to me to decide whether we should have a government without newspapers or newspapers without a government, I should not hesitate a moment to prefer the latter." This highlights the importance of a free press in a democratic society. Jefferson's statement emphasizes the role of the press in holding those who are in power accountable and promoting transparency. And I dare say that if you look at the last 70 years of the NUJ, Nigerian journalists, they have played that role successfully. Yes, it's a good place to clap. And so there is indeed a reason for Nigerian journalists and the NUJ to be celebrating today. Many of the battles that have been fought in this country and many of the battles that have been fought and won in this country has been because of what journalists and what the NUJ have contributed. And every Nigerian journalist should be proud of this. So we see that the NUJ is older than even the free country. NUJ was founded in 1955. Nigeria, as an independent country, was founded in 1960. And so when Nigerian journalists call attention to critical issues, and when Nigerian journalists seem to be somehow very critical of what is happening, it is because the NUJ and Nigerian journalists, they are the bigger brothers of Nigeria. Finally, with current membership of the NUJ running into thousands, the organization is poised to continue to play a vital role in advancing the welfare and the safety of Nigerian journalists, and in also insisting and campaigning and advocating for enlargement of the democratic space in our country, a duty to which it has always been committed, and a duty that I dare say that NUJ and Nigerian journalists will continue to promote. On that note, once again, let us congratulate the NUJ and all Nigerian journalists and the leadership of this union for doing an excellent job in the issue of our country, for doing an excellent job in the promotion of the welfare of journalists in Nigeria. And hopefully, as we continue in the years to come, we can even do much more in ensuring that the welfare of Nigerian journalists becomes a very important issue, and that the welfare of Nigeria as a democratic country will always be something that Nigerian journalists will never give up on. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Please give him another round of applause. Thank you very much. Mr. Laolua Kondi, representing the Chairman, Channels Television, and Chairman of this occasion. Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I've just cited the presence of His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, very distinguished and very well represented here. I'm talking about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Grand Patron of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, is represented by Honorable Minister Mohammed Idris, Fellow of the NIPR, Honorable Minister of Information and National Orientation. Please give him a round of applause. But again, he is wearing two caps, because apart from representing the president, he is also the chief host. The previous applause was for his representing the president. Now clap for him as chief host. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister, for being here.
All right, still recognizing some very special invitees. Let's recognize the presence of the former president, Nigerian Guild of Editors, Baba Dantiye, MNI. Put your hands together for him. Also in our midst this evening is the MD of Dark Communications, represented by Mrs. Uju Ike-Eje. Let's put our hands together for her.
Thank you very much. Earlier, I mentioned the very distinguished Senator Smart Adeyemi here with us. He wants you to particularly know that he's here as comrade. And because he was former president and he has a first cap, he wants me to emphasize that the first and most important cap for him is that cap as comrade. Please recognize very distinguished Comrade Smart Adeyemi with another round of applause.
While we're doing that, let's also let you know that we have some past NUJ presidents here with us. And in no particular order, I would like to recognize Brenda Akpan from 1990 to 1993. Put your hands together. We would recognize Hannatu Musa, 1993 to 1996.
And we recognize the very distinguished Chief Mrs. Moji Makonjola. She's not here, but I believe she's probably online. Oh, she's here. Okay, I'm told that she's coming. Oh, she's here. She's on her way. Okay, 1996 to 1999. Please a round of applause for her.
We have Mrs. Conde Daniel, 1999 to 2002. Let's put our hands together for her. There is Mrs. Evelyn Onyilo, 2002 to 2004.
And we have Mrs. Toro Oladapo, 2004 to 2007. Please a round of applause for her. We also have Fatima Abdul Kadri, 2007 to 2011.
We have Asabe Baba Nahaya, 2011 to 2014. She's right here. There's also the president, 2014 to 2020, Mrs. Ife Yinwa Omowole. Let's put our hands together for her.
From 2020 to 2023, you will not forget the name Ladi Bala. She's here with us. Thank you very much. And from 2023 till date, current Madam President, Aisha Ibrahim Bura, is also here with us. Please a round of applause for her. Thank you. We recognize Mrs. Nena Ukoha, representing Dr. Aminu Meida, Executive Vice Chairman, Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC. Thank you very much for being here.
So it's time for us to do a little something for you. I would like you to just brace up, prepare your mind as we call on the Afri Theatre to come on and entertain us.
This is where the drums meets the ground. And the drums of Africa usually speak very loud. Sometimes they sound like the journalist. Listen to the sound of the drums. Well, we're trying to, while we wait for the microphone to come on, once again, please, a round of applause for the cultural troupe, please. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you. Hopefully the microphone comes on shortly. But I want to quickly recognize here with us the Governor of Borno State, Professor Babagana Zulum MNI, represented by his Chief of Staff, Dr. Bagana Malumbe. Please a round of applause for him. Thank you very much for being here. We also recognize the former Deputy President, NUJ, Comrade Gidado Mukhtar, Permanent Secretary and SA Media to the Bauchi State Governor. Thank you very much for being here. Yes, please give him a round of applause.
We also have the Bauchi State Commissioner for Information, Alhaji Shehu Usman. Let's put our hands together for him. We also want to recognize the presence of Mrs. Funke Faduba, the former Lagos State Chairman of NUJ. Let's put our hands together for her.
Yeah, Madam Faduba is here, and we thank her for being here. Earlier I mentioned when we were talking about the NUJ presidents and those who have served, one of them notably is here with us now. NUJ president from 1998 to 1999, Chief Mrs. Moji Makojola, MFR. We're very glad to have her here with us. When it comes to this job, and you see, as soon as I called her name, the microphone came on. That's how it works. When a legend's name is called, things that are not right become right. Please give her another round of applause. It's so good to see you. Thank you very much for being here. We want to also recognize here with us the Executive Secretary and CEO of the Nigerian Shippers Council, Akuta Pius Ukeima, here with us. Please give him a round of applause. Thank you very much for being here. And we're glad to have the wife of the ES and CEO, Nigerian Shippers Council, here with us, Barrister Mrs. Pius Ukeima Patricia. Please give her a round of applause. Thank you very much for being here. It's on this note, Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that we would now invite for this special session where we will be taking a critical knowledge-sharing moment to examine the prospects and problems of journalism practice in this age of artificial intelligence.
And to lead this conversation, or lead us into this conversation, is a respected scholar, media trainer, and head of the journalism department at the Lagos State University, Professor Tunde Akoni.
Professor Tunde Akoni is the head of the journalism department of Lagos State University. He is a leading voice in media studies and an advocate for responsible journalism in the digital age. Please give Professor Akoni a resounding round of applause.
Thank you. I want to simply adopt the established protocol. It's my very special pleasure to be here today to speak to the very august audience, specially constituted to commemorate the 70th anniversary of that protective umbrella body for the entirety of the media industry in Nigeria, the Nigerian Union of Journalists. I'm not going to take too much of our time so that I don't get to bore the audience. My presentation is basically divided into three. I'll be looking at the concept of the artificial intelligence, which is just evolving, although it's been some time since it came into inception, and we are getting to familiarize. I'm going to look at the accruing benefits from the use of artificial intelligence by journalists. I'm also going to alert us to the manifesting challenges and come up with solutions specifically fashioned to our domestic environment here. Artificial intelligence is transforming journalism through automation, data analysis, and personalization. It offers efficiency in terms of reach and speed of dissemination of the output of our various media genres, which of course also keep burgeoning with the inception of the internet, which scholars have come to agree to label as technology of freedom. Artificial intelligence has come to help to increase journalism's performance by way of speeding up the process of our work. Until very recently, for instance, a famous newspaper in Nigeria, The Punch, will insist that an average outstation correspondent should turn in average of 4 stories per day. But with the inception of artificial intelligence, the story has come to change completely. DataFight, one of the leading media-inclined tech organization in Nigeria, recently revealed that with the facilities that it has come to develop, harvesting data on daily basis from the website of the Nigerian Board of the Statistics body would easily generate no fewer than 73 stories. So if with AI, as many as 73 stories could be generated within a day, what is the capacity? How far can the competence or the capacity of any average journalist take him? AI in the various newsrooms has taken effect in different parts of the world. Some scholars have established that at AP, for instance, AI became an effective part, an integral part of the newsroom since 2014. The Washington Post, as far as 2016. And today, only very recently, less than 2-3 months back, our own TVC announced that it was going to commence the integration of the use of AI into its production, particularly presentation of news. But the reality really is that AI is becoming increasingly visible but it is not so much of a recent development. As far back as 2009 and 2010, when Google came up with one of its applications called Google Alert, anyone who is familiar with that particular application will readily agree that that may have commenced the manifestation of artificial intelligence. As a matter of fact, at my own personal level, I tried as much as possible to liberalize journalists' access to the use of Google Alert. I also tried as much as possible to see how I could get information managers in the public service to automate media monitoring and evaluation with Google Alert, because it then becomes much easier and then enables you to cover far more than you can get to cover manually. Today, AI can be integrated into the three major phases into which our work in the media could be divided: information production, information dissemination, information consumption. Because as media men, before you are even able to also get to put into the public space reliable and valid information, you must also get to consume reliable information from reliable sources. But then, the stories about AI is not all positive. The use of AI has come to raise the issue of ethical considerations. How much or to what extent can we get to rely on AI for each of the three different phases already identified? If we are going to rely on AI for information production, the major danger that lies here is that of plagiarism. So fact-checking is one thing that we must ensure that we reckon with most properly. Yet another risk that we may run with AI is the problem of dishing out incorrect information. The reality is that those who feed information into AI may not necessarily be familiar with all the regions of the world. And so, the point is that for those of us in this part of the world, because AI is still a novelty, we are not putting in as much as we need. And as such, the output may not be as domesticated as we expect, because it's a matter of garbage in, garbage out. It's not unusual for anyone to, for instance, want to Google the photograph of our eminent father here, Arema Olusegun Oshoba. And when you try to do a Google search of his photograph online, you may then end up harvesting the photograph of Professor Segun Osoba, the renowned historian that retired from the University of Ife. You may as well attempt to do a Google search or ChatGPT research of your own profile. You will be surprised what you may end up harvesting. On a number of occasions, I have attempted to undertake research with assorted AI facilities, trying to find out who Tunde Akane is. And it will come up with details matching some other Professor Akane. As a matter of fact, sometimes Professor Akani in Agric, in medicine, and such other intellectual realms. But I'm in communication, I'm in journalism specifically. So these are some of the risks that we stand to, that we risk by over-relying on AI. What this points out to us is that although AI has come to stay, we cannot afford to shy away from technology. The reality is that AI will need human complementarity. For as long as we want to use AI, then on our own part, we must be equipped with the basic knowledge that will help to fine-tune or help to validate whatever information that we expect from the use of AI. So where do we go from the challenges that AI may likely thrust on us? It is imperative for an organization like the NUJ, for instance, to ensure that AI, being an extension, a major extension of what scholars have come to describe as technology of freedom, should ensure that the main legislation that governs the use of digital technology in the media, the Cybercrime Prohibitions Act of 2015, is duly repealed. And why do I say this? This act provides for Cybercrime Advisory Council. Cybercrime Advisory Council in the act provides for a very long list of different professionals from different sectors of the economy. But in spite of the centrality of the technology, of digital technology to the operations of the media, indeed all the genres, all the media genres, not a single media inclined organization is included in the list of the membership of Cybercrime Advisory Council. Yet another recommendation I will enjoin the NUJ to do is ensure that they step up collaboration with journalism training schools. Because this will enable NUJ and some other media-inclined organizations to continually update and complement the efforts of each other. The industry feeding the academy and the academia servicing the industry. Unless, and of course, we deem this complementarity important and give it the urgency that it deserves, we may not get the best from the use and the integration of AI into our practice. Let me stop here.
Let's put our hands together for him. I understand that there are goodwill messages. What you can do is locate one of the organizers and indicate if you have a goodwill message, whether from your governor or any other person who has sent you here today to do some goodwill message. Would like to recognize the representative of His Excellency, Pastor Umoino, the governor of Akwa Ibom State, who will be doing the book presentation today, but he's represented here by Honorable Anyeka and Umana, the Honorable Commissioner for Information, Akwa Ibom State. Let's put our hands together for him.
We're also We are also glad to have here with us the Deputy Governor of Kano State, His Excellency Aminu Abdulsalim Gwazo is here with us. Please give him a round of applause. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for being here. I just cited the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Public Communications, very distinguished Sunday Dare is here with us. Please give him a round of applause. Thank you very much, sir, for being here. We are also glad to have the Special Advisor Media to the Borno State Governor, Honorable Dauda Ilia. Thank you for being here. Permanent Secretary, Borno State Ministry of Information and Internal Security, Alhaji Aminu Chalmawa. Thank you very much for being here. Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we will very shortly have the book presentation. The President and Chairman of Council of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations. Please help me welcome Dr. Ike Neliako for a very brief goodwill message. Please give him a round of applause. While he's coming up, we have an announcement that KTU 927 vehicle, NUJ vehicle, hires bus, Lagos State Council is obstructing traffic. You would need to repark. Now, please, let's give a round of applause to the President and Chairman of Council of the NIPR, Dr. Ike Neliako, for his goodwill message. Sir.
Thank you very much. The father of the day, our own Excellency Oshoba. We appreciate you, sir. Honorable Minister of Information, who is also standing in as President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, even if it's for 3 hours, it will be very interesting. His Excellency Deputy Governor, all the other special guests, Mr. Chairman, the NIPR is very happy to identify with the NUJ, especially at a time like this. And we want to say congratulations. I am very delighted that we have with us here the living ancestors of the profession. Those who have paid their dues, the former presidents, former secretaries. In this case, we see male ancestors and female ancestors. They are all living and they are all with us. It demonstrates the kind of leader, the kind of president that we have today as president of NUJ. Because you did not leave out those who have gone ahead of you. You know, it is said that when a child recognizes that his height may not go far enough, he climbs on the shoulders of his predecessors, his elders, and so on. That is what you have done. And that goes a long way to demonstrate the kind of person that you are. Listening to the speeches so far, I see 3 things about the NUJ. One is the journey of responsibility. You took responsibility right from time as the organization that challenged the colonialists and stood for independence. So you were early in taking responsibility for the liberty and freedom of Nigeria. Today we are celebrating that freedom and we want to congratulate you. Secondly, I see what is coming out of that responsibility, and that is the story of relevance. When you take responsibility and you take responsibility very well, you become relevant. So the profession has become very relevant, and you cannot but continue to be relevant, especially now that we are in the era of democracy. Again, congratulations. I see the third one, which perhaps for me is very, very important, and that is the story of resilience. Ordinarily, the profession has suffered so much, especially during the time of the military, but we have stood the time. 70 years, that is platinum. And if you look at the ranking of metals, platinum is very strategic. So you have stood the time over this period. Congratulations. But I want to add, as I take my seat, for you to please consider the fourth and the most critical element that our nation needs at a time like this, and that is the element of reputation. Reputation is the core asset of any individual, any organization, any nation. And at a time like this, when other people are painting the narratives of Nigeria to suit their own mindset, we must say no and begin to tell our own stories in our own way. And the NUJ has a critical role to play. This is why the NIPR is partnering with NUJ for us to man the reputation gate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We know that it is what you say that they believe. Sometimes you have to say it in the way that it will tell our own story, because we have so many stories to tell about the goodness of this nation. I want to again congratulate you, and I'll end with a short story. During the time of Abuja, Olaripodia General had a very important meeting, and he convened this meeting. It was a stakeholders meeting. And you know, for NIPR, once it comes to stakeholders, we come in. So everybody was there. The meeting was for 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, the people were seated. General was not there yet. 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and then 2 o'clock. And then a very important person in NUJ was at that meeting. I don't want to mention his name. He was at that meeting. And he was about to leave when the general now walked in. So everybody sat down. And then the general said, what time is it now? This meeting is supposed to be for 10 o'clock. So he asked his chief of staff, what time is it now? The man said 10 o'clock, Your Excellency. He said, okay, so the meeting starts at 10. So this program meant for 4 p.m. started at 4 p.m. when the important people came. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Please give him another round of applause. Dr. Ike Neliaku, President and Chairman of Council, NIPR. Thank you very much. A quick recognition of His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Ondo State, His Excellency Olaide Adelami, is here with us. Please give him a round of applause. Your Excellency, thank you for joining us. We also recognize the Commissioner of Police, FCT Ajao Adewale. Thank you very much for being here. We appreciate it.
Let's recognize Honorable Declan Emelumba. That's the Commissioner for Information and is representing the Imo State Governor, distinguished Senator Dr. Hope Uzodinma. Let's put our hands together for him. We also have with us here today the Oyo State Deputy Governor, Barrister Bayo Lawal, is represented here by, he's representing Governor Seyi Makinde. Let's put our hands together for him.
Thank you very much, sir. Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, if you check your program, we're now at that point for book presentation. And it's to be presented by His Excellency, Pastor Umo Eno, the Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom State.
Represented by Honorable Anyeka and Umana, the Honorable Commissioner for Information, Akwa Ibom State. Let's put our hands together for him as he steps forward.
The book titled The Bleeding Ink. When the ink bleeds. That's something amazing for a title. Another round of applause for the representative of His Excellency, the Executive Governor.
Very good evening, Your Excellencies, our father of the day, and our very big brother, Your Excellency, Arimushegun Oshoba. A few days ago, he was our host in Lagos, during Uncle Sam's birthday. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Kano State, the Honorable Minister, representatives of other governors here present, President of the NUJ and the council members, other presidents in the House. We are very delighted to be here this afternoon representing His Excellency the Governor of Akwa Ibom State. It's actually a delegation. I'm asked to speak, but who should be speaking because it's more strategic in the type of business than myself. Is the Executive Assistant and Chief Delivery Advisor to the Governor of Akwa Ibom State. Is actually the man who works at the government around with him. But he asked us to come here this evening to be part of this event. I'm sure most of you must have, as you already know, that we had a big show in Uyo today. We had progressively moved to join our daddy and the Honorable Minister and others in participating in the larger conversation of Nigeria. Distinguished Senator, I'm just seeing you now. I'm sorry, sir. Very well. Good to see you, sir. Very well. So we had to run out of Uyo shortly after that event and got here this afternoon. So we thank God for a safe journey. So the Executive Assistant and Chief Delivery Advisor is Niefe Johnson. So he is the one leading this delegation, but I'm the one asked to speak. So I will do so. I want to, on behalf of His Excellency the Governor, congratulate the NUJ on the occasion of its 70th anniversary, and of course putting together this beautiful show this evening. I have seen from the program, even though His Excellency is yet to see the book, but he's asked to present it, bleeding ink. Well, it underscores the importance of what the NUJ stood for in the last 70 years. And I've tried to see some of the summaries as put together by Shaibu Usman Liman, I think the former secretary of the union. And this resonates with the thought of the union as all the time. But more than that, we ran into the lecture by shortly before the last goodwill message, and issues of AI and issues of reinventing journalism and the way it should be came to fore. And I think the time is now for the traditional journalism to reinvent itself. We must reinvent ourselves and reinvent the things we do so we don't disappear. In these days of AI, yes, people get afraid. AI will never take our jobs, except AI will only aid our jobs. AI should be an enabler. It has no business because AI will never replace a human being. AI will never stand as we are standing here with Aremu himself and so on. Otherwise, touch the AI, let me see. Where is AI? So these are all imaginations and so on that we must shape to allow us to do our work better. So His Excellency the Governor of Akwa Ibom State has asked us to express his goodwill to the NUJ on the occasion of his 70th anniversary. He's asked the NUJ to continue to partner with the state as it has always done. And as you know, what press freedom in Akwa Ibom State is at its best. The relationship with the media in Akwa Ibom is at its best. In fact, the chairman of the NUJ Akwa Ibom is here and has been on this to ensure that we leave a very important event that we had in Uyo to attend yet another important event in Abuja, because this is a professional calling. So we have come here on behalf of His Excellency to unveil, respectfully, sir, this book. Shaibu, you are here. Good to see you. To unveil this book to the glory of God, sir, and for the benefit of journalism practice and mankind as a whole. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations.
And there you have it.
I'm not done. In the spirit of the Arise agenda in Akwa Ibom State that represents agricultural revolution, rural development, infrastructure expansion, security management, and educational development. People see us where Arise. Sometimes they think it's the TV. No, that's the acronym. for the development, the superlative development that is taking place in the state. And I will invite some of you to come and see those who can. The president of NUJ, NIPR was with us in Uyo yesterday for NIM. I don't know how he got here. He didn't tell us he has a jet. And so Honorable Minister, Your Excellencies in the House, Your Excellency has asked us to pick few copies of this book and support its production in the sum of 20 million naira.
Thank you very much. For pictures, we invite all past presidents of the NUJ. We invite the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by the Honorable Minister, sir. Please, you are invited for a picture. And all past presidents of the NUJ are invited. For picture upstairs, the picture will be up so it can take more people. The Director General of the FRCN, Director General of Voice of Nigeria, invited to join them. Since we are going up, past presidents of NUJ, if possible, will also join them. Just pick a book.
Yes, so that we don't have a very heavy stage. Let's do it. The past presidents first. Past presidents, please step up.
Past presidents of NUJ, past presidents of NUJ, past presidents of NUJ, past presidents, please join them.
Let them stand by.
The chairman of the occasion represented, please join them, sir.
NUJ, past presidents of NUJ, and the president, the current president, please step up.
The deputy governors are invited. We're directed that the deputy governors are invited, particularly to also launch the book. The president of the NIPR and chairman of council, Dr. Ike Neliaku, should please join for the photograph. MD Nan, please join, sir. MD Nan. So we'll have this in turns. The governors will be coming next after this set of pictures.
The Executive Secretary of Shippers Council, please step up and join them at the podium.
Special advisor to the President, Mr. Sunday Dari, is invited to also join, please, sir. So, we will now have the NUJ former presidents
and the current president. Please step up.
Dr. Sunday Dari will be joining them, special advisor to the President of the Federal Republic. Dr. Sunday Dari, so please join them. He's there now. Okay. So let's take that picture now with the NUJ former presidents. His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Kano State. His Excellency, the Deputy Governor, is also invited to join Borno State.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Former presidents with the governors. Former president, thank you very much in our audience. You can now step down the former Nawaj presidents. The former NUJ presidents with the governors. The special advisor to the president is to be in that picture, this one right now, Dr. Sunday Dari. Sir, please return, sir. This one with the governors. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Deputy Governor of Oyo State is also there. The microphone is available for Excellencies, the Deputy Governor, to at this point also launch the book.
We recognize the presence of Honorable Emmanuel Bello. He's the advisor, media and digital communication, representing Dr. Agbu Kefas, the governor of Taraba State.
His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Bauchi, will now speak on the book. Your Excellency.
Let's settle down and take some goodwill messages.
After this, the Deputy Governor of Kano State will have his turn. Your Excellency, you can go ahead, sir.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. The MC, the representative of His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who is ably represented by the Minister of Information, the representative of the Senate President, distinguished senators that are here with us today, distinguished members of the House of Representatives that are here to receive this noble award, the father of the day, a father to all of us here, a former governor of Ogun State, distinguished representative of the various governors that are here with us, especially the deputy governors of Kano and Kogi, distinguished Nigerians, veteran journalists, captain of industries, diplomatic corps, media practitioners, may I, at this juncture, consider all other protocol recognized, respected, and duly observed. I am here on behalf of my boss, distinguished Bala Muhammad Abdul Qadir, Kauran Daulam Usmaniya, where I always describe with a minimum word as a force of nature that builds so much and so quickly in Bauchi State with minimum resources. I have a prepared speech from His Excellency the Governor that I am going to read. In the name of God, the specially merciful and especially merciful, it is with delpic humility and a hematic sense of gratitude to Almighty God and to the hardworking, tax-paying, peace-loving and law-abiding people of Bauchi State that I stand here before you, this esteemed gathering of distinguished Nigerians, veteran journalists, captain of industries, diplomatic corps, and media practitioners to accept the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Nigerian Union of Journalists on the occasion of its 70th year anniversary. Let me begin by congratulating the Nigerian Union of Journalists, our noble professional body, for reaching this historic milestone. Yes. Okay. Thank you. I just got interjected by the MC that I am here to say just a little bit of a thing for the book launch. On behalf of my boss, the Governor of Bauchi State, I wish to support this important occasion with a 15 million naira donation. Thank you. May the blessings of God and His protection be with our noble profession. May you be protected as you continue to deliver or continue
Your Excellency.
Serving the nation.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Please give His Excellency another round of applause. Thank you. And because of the timing, we want to appeal that as much as possible our speeches be short. We'll need to move on to the awards very shortly, and we'll be giving the awards in batches to save time. But just a prelude to the award will be a short speech by the father of the day, former governor of Ogun State, a commander of the Order of the Niger, a distinguished Nigerian par excellence. Please give a round of applause for the speech by Aremo Segun Oshoba, CON. A round of applause, please. Your Excellency.
the representative of the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, represented here by our own Alhaji Idris, the publisher of Blueprint. So he's not just Minister of Information. He was, until he became the Minister of Information, the General Secretary of the Newspaper Proprietors Association of Nigeria. So he's really one of us. So he's here even in his own capacity as a publisher. I hope he will pay the pensions of journalists, because I saw the chairman of the pension commission says we are owing 750 million. Honorable Minister, you are welcome. All deputy governors that are here, I don't want to make the mistake of picking you up by one. The deputy governor of Bauchi has spoken on as the first to speak. I welcome all of you on behalf of your governors. We don't want to waste time on protocol. So, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to this ceremony. But before we go ahead, I will plead with you that we stand up for a minute's silence for one of our greatest in this NUJ, Dola Ogulusi. He was our secretary for upward of 13 years. He died at 91 and is to be buried, I think, next week. May we stand up for a minute's silence in his memory. Thank you. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Well, I stand here on behalf of those of us who are the oldest, and I speak in terms of myself and Sam Amuka, who turned 90 last week, Friday, 13th of June. Well, looking at the program, I found that somebody is missing out. Yes, Alhaji Alade Oduewu's brother, Bolaji Oduewu, was the founding president of the NUJ, but he was followed by Lanre Ladenego. And the period between 1961 and 1970 is missing here, and that was the period that Lanre Ladenego was the president of the NUJ. Although the NUJ was then mostly concentrated more in Lagos than any other place, because then we haven't founded the New Nigeria, the Observer, the Chronicle, the Standard, the Triumph, and so many other newspapers that were founded after. But in my book, there's a picture taken 60 years ago of the NUJ convention in Ibadan, hosted by the then Premier Akitola. That was the 10th anniversary and the first national convention of the NUJ. So I'll leave a copy of this book for the Secretariat, and I will send more to Mr. Chairman. Let me open the page of where the picture is for you. Come on. I want to present it formally to you. This is the picture taken at that convention. I was standing behind the Premier Samuel Ladoke Akitola. Unfortunately, a few weeks after the convention, he was killed in the 1966 coup. We had the convention December 1965. So we are now celebrating 70th anniversary. So I will send you some copies for the secretariat for your record. If possible, we'll do a picture of this picture. There, you will see Larry Ladenego as our president of the NUJ in 1965. Thank you. The lecturer, professor, has spoken about the cooperation that you must have between the media faculties and the practice. I am very proud, just as Samamuka is very proud, that the NUJ today is a very solid family. You have gone through a lot of travails, problems, divided house, NUJ factions, but today we are happy that our own NUJ is one big family. I am proud to say that the only body that is the body for all of us journalists is the Nigerian Union of Journalists. I will continue to repeat that the Nigerian Guild of Editors is just a club. Newspaper Proprietors Association is just a club. Now what is a club? SWAN is a club. Broadcasting Organization is a club. All other bodies, online practitioners is a club. Bloggers, you are all a club. But the only father of the profession is the Nigerian Union of Journalists. And I am proud to be a member of this great Nigerian Union of Journalists for the past almost 70 years. So I am grateful to all of you who have kept the flame and the flag flying. And I pray that you continue to keep the flag flying. Not everybody can be member of the Guild of Editors, unless you're editor. Not everybody can be publishers, like our minister. Not everybody will be sports writer to be in SWAN. Not all of us are ladies to be in a watch. So there is separation in all these things. So the NUJ, and I want to thank all of you, all past presidents. Can you please stand for ovation, please? All our past presidents who have kept us alive to today. All those who have been national officers, could you please stand up and get a standing ovation? Judge Zobo, you are allowed to sit down. All those who have served in the national body, can you please stand up for a standing ovation? All of you who have served in whatever capacity, who have served NUJ, whether at state level, zonal level, national level, please stand up to be recognized. I want to thank you for keeping the profession going. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. God bless the profession of journalism. Finally, I find that in the book, you have a membership list up to 1980. Please, NUJ, set up a website at which you must publish the list of those of us who are trained journalists. We are daily being embarrassed by some stupid people who call themselves bloggers, who are not trained, who have no knowledge of the profession, who are embarrassing us. Please let us have an updated list, because the book you published, I just scanned through, you only have up to 1980. Mr. President, you have a challenge. Can you please ensure that we have an updated members of the Nigerian Union of Journalists who are trained journalists, not those who claim to be investigative journalists, who have no training whatsoever. Secondly, I want to appeal to all of you. I was born an analog journalist, but I can tell you today, I am a digital reporter. Before I go to bed, the first newspaper that comes to me is the Daily Sun, around 11:30, 12 midnight, followed by guardian by around 12 o'clock, and then the leadership. But before 5 in the morning, I will have received online this day and then Vanguard. By the time I have my final sleep between 7 and 9 in the morning, I've read about 4 or 5 newspapers. So all of us must learn to be digital, and we must also invade the internet. It's the only way that we can fight out non-practicing, non-trained journalists. Let us, all of us, be active online and create credible platform. I want to thank all of you. Now, Sam Amuka, if you are here, he will say now he will wish to die. But I've always told him he's not going to die, because the brother lived to 107. When he's 106, I told him I will take him to the gate of heaven and hand him over to the angels. So those of us who are still alive, we are grateful to all of you young people for keeping our profession, making us proud, and keeping this profession alive. God bless you, and long may you live. Thank you.
Let's keep the ovation going. So we'd like to call on all the former presidents of NUJ. Would like you to step up to the podium.
Including
all
those
former presidents.
Including those who are possibly represented. National presidents, 1955 to 1960, Mr. Mobolaji Odunewi, if he is represented. Oduewu. Okay. And we have Peter Ayeni, if he's represented. Alhaji Saka Fagbo. We have Chief Abimbola Odulami, Alhaji C.D. Ali Siraju, and
Chief Michael B. Asaju, if he's here, 1977 to 1980. If we have a representative, let him come up. Also, Alhaji Bola Adedoja. Is there someone representing to pick up on his behalf? Please step up. Chief Judge Izobo, please. All past presidents, please step up to the podium.
Bonnie Woha, Lanre Ogundikpe, Smart Adeyemi, Ndagene Ndamale, Muhammad Garba, Abdulwahid Odushile, Chris Isiguzo.
And the award will be presented by,
of course, our father, the father of all journalists.
And all the governors who will be collecting awards today should also please stand by. We still have some past NUJ national secretaries. Chief Olu Oyesoya, if there's a representative here, would like you to step up. Jola Ogulusi, Mr. George Anyakora, Khalid Mohammed, Shaibu Usman Levan, Comrade Achike Chude. I'm sure he's available here today. So if you're representing any of those past secretaries, please step up also and pick up the awards on their behalf.
So as they all step up, the awards will now be presented by His Excellency, Commander of the Federal Republic, Honorable Olusegun Oshoba. So it will now be presented, and they will all stand on a line with all their awards. One swap, all past presidents. This is historic, as it is very, very special. Sir. Next.
Chief Judge Izobo.
Next.
Comrade Sani Zoro.
On a straight line.
Alhaji Abdul Wahid Odushile.
Next.
Prince Larry Ogundipe. Chief Dr. Chris Isuguzo.
Ongoing. Okay, that's it. Ongoing is the award presentation to past NUJ national presidents, being presented by His Excellency, Commander of the and they all stand on a straight line, flanked at the center by His Excellency.
Dear colleagues, I'm glad that we're here together today, but I'm not happy. I pray God to keep Jola's life. Jola Ogulusi, if you are talking about administration of the NUJ, Jola Ogulusi is number one. The founder of the union 70 years ago spent only a few years. Jola Ogulusi, after about 6 or so years, revived it, enhanced it, and took it to a level that we're in today. May his soul rest in peace. I want to thank the National President. I want to thank the Union on behalf of all of us, for this opportunity. And this award is recognizable. I will put it to use, not only to ourselves as persons, to our families, to the Union, and to the profession, in the glory of God. Thank you so much.
Amen. Please give a round of applause. Please raise your award, sirs. Please raise it up for picture. Just raise it for picture. Thank you.
Go ahead. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Nigerian state, let me put it that way, ably represented by the Honorable Minister of Information and Culture. The chairman of this occasion, represented by our own Laolu Akande. Please, Chairman, allow me to recognize our living legend this way. Aremo Chief Shegun Oshoba, as a lifetime reporter, the reporter who discovered the body of the assassinated Prime Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Alhaji Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, in 1966. Former editor, former managing director, Sketch Press, former managing director, Daily Times of Nigeria, one time, in fact 2 times, chair of the governing board of the Nigerian Institute of Journalism, former president of the Newspaper Proprietors Association of Nigeria, and also one time president of the Nigerian Press Organization, our living legend. Mr. Chairman, may I use this opportunity to reflect on contemporary practice and events that had impacted on journalism practice, in fact, to some time before some of us, the younger ones, joined the profession. In this particular case, I want us to reflect on the exit, the death of Mohamed Mohtar Umbo, the Senegalese Director General of UNESCO, who spearheaded the movement for the new Information and Communication Order when he was DG of UNESCO. He died at 100 years in December last year. We are proud of him as an African who saw the future, who saw the imbalance in the world communication and information order. May his soul rest in perfect peace. I also join my former boss, Mr. George Zobo, in paying tribute to our boss and mentor, Mr. Jola Ogulusi, who will be buried next week. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Mr. Chairman, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I just want to appeal that these 70 years that have passed is also an opportunity to take a deep dive into what has happened to the Union and also to strategize towards its centenary in the next 30 years. I want to seize this opportunity also to say that now that we are faced with artificial intelligence, certainly we have begun to experience artificial journalism. And this, in a post-truth period, calls for how the journalism profession and the union, most especially, must play a central role in safeguarding truth, equity, balance, and those ethical principles that have guided the profession. Lastly, may I seize this opportunity to recognize Mrs. Margaret Echo, who is believed to be the first woman journalist among those who have labored together with Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Obafemi Awolowo, and all those nationalists that spearheaded the decolonization process in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Please give them a round of applause again as they now resume their seats. Thank you very much. The next set of awards will be presented shortly, but just before the presentation of that award, I want to welcome His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, ably represented here today by the Chief Hosts, Honorable Minister of Information and National Orientation, a seasoned communicator, publisher, strong advocate for national unity and strategic information management, and fellow of the NIPR, very distinguished Honorable Minister. Please welcome to the podium our own Minister, Mohammed Idris. You're welcome, Honorable Minister, sir. Check.
Thank you very much. Your Excellencies here present, the father of the occasion, our father, Aremu Shegun Oshoba. I think that he needs to write another book on how to live and live well. Chief Shegun Oshoba is 86 years old, and I wonder how he's doing it, really. At every occasion that involves the media profession, Chief Shegun Oshoba is always there. I will recount how And I call him the Oracle because we were in a meeting in Lagos in 2003 in September, the last AGM I attended of the Newspaper Proprietors Association of Nigeria as Secretary General of the association. And we came up with a set of requirements that we say we are going to pass on to the federal government. And those requirements were things that look at the practice of media in Nigeria. And he said something quite prophetic, that we said, how I wish they would listen to us. He said, let's keep writing it. We don't know whether the next person that will become the Minister of Information will be from the NPN. And 2 weeks after, I was appointed Minister of Information and National Orientation. It's not easy, Chief Segun Oshoba, for all the years when you were speaking here, I was wondering whether I belong to Nigeria, because you were giving us a story of 70 years old, and I know that I wasn't around. And I know that many of us here were also not around. You needed to see Chief Segun Oshoba only last week at the 90th birthday of Chief Sam Amuka, CON. These two gentlemen actually represent the best of the practice of journalism in this country. Thank you for the services that you have rendered. And there's also something that I have noted, Mr. President of the NUJ. I don't know whether it is deliberate. I have noted Their Excellencies, the Deputy Governors of Oyo, of Kano, and of Bauchi. And the three of them are not members of my party. So I'm wondering whether this is another, I hope it's another coalition happening here at the time. Thank you, Your Excellencies, the Executive Governors of Bauchi, of Kano, and of Oyo, and other commissioners and other representatives of the governors of Imo, Akwa Ibom, Kogi, Borno, and my state, Niger State. The representative of the chairman of the occasion, my friend, my brother, Chief John Momo, the president of the NUJ and all the past presidents here, the special advisor to the president, my friend, my brother, Chief Sunday Dare. The list is so long that you will have to permit me to cut it at this point. As has been mentioned, I'm wearing two caps today. In fact, the president of the NUJ whispered to me that I'm actually wearing three caps. I'm still searching for the third one. But after listening to Chief Segun Oshoba, I now see that yes, indeed, there is a third one that is subsumed. The President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, sends his warmest greetings to the Nigerian Union of Journalists on this special occasion to commemorate the union's 70th anniversary, which, as we all know, is March 15, the historic day in 1955 that the NUJ was founded. From being in the trenches alongside Nigeria's most courageous journalists in the fight for the actualization of June 12 and forging lifelong connections with them, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu possesses an affinity with the Nigerian press that is unparalleled in the history of Nigerian presidency. This affinity, alongside other qualities, drives the President's sacrosanct commitment to freedom of speech and of media expression in Nigeria. As we mark 26 years of continuous democratic governance in our country, the media must champion narratives that reflect the country's democratic gains, stories of institutional reforms, infrastructural development, citizens' engagement, and socio-economic advancement. By constructively spotlighting these milestones, the media not only honors the sacrifices that birthed our democracy, but also helps to promote national cohesion and public trust in democratic institutions. In doing so, the media solidifies its role as a key pillar in sustaining and deepening Nigeria's democratic journey. As I have said at many fora, and I will say it here again today, that the Tinubu administration will always be deeply committed to upholding press freedom as a pillar and as a cornerstone of Nigeria's democracy. And we will continue to promote and advance policies and programs that enable the media to thrive in the discharge of its responsibilities to our democracy and to our society. We know that the proliferation of mobile phones and the rise of citizen journalists and social media influencers have triggered questions regarding what it means to be a journalist in the 21st century. The rise of generative AI, artificial intelligence, in recent years has further complicated matters, bombarding us with a wave of deep fakes and sophisticated disinformation that make credible journalism more challenging, and yet, at the same time, more urgent and essential than ever before. This is why we are cooperating with UNESCO. When I say we, I mean the Federal Ministry of Information and National Orientation. We are collaborating with UNESCO to establish here in Abuja a Category 2 Media and Information Literacy Center, the first of its kind anywhere in the world. When operational, this institute will be a transformational resource that will serve and advance the cause of ethical journalism in Nigeria. I thought we'll have a clap at this point. They say the Agama lizard, you know the rest of the story. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me reiterate that the Tinubu administration is very much aware of the various issues confronting the profession of journalism in Nigeria today, from welfare to the impact of digital and technological disruptions to gender balance and representation. And we are keen to work with you and support you to tackle these issues as you strive to reposition yourselves for the ever-changing landscape of the 21st century. Even as you hold us to account as government, and sometimes you are really holding us very hard. And we sincerely welcome much of this. But there's also room to see us as close partners and active co-creators along with you for the peace, security, and prosperity that our great nation so dearly deserves and is on the path of attaining, inshallah, under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let me, as I close, extend heartfelt congratulations to all of you, the Nigerian members of Nigerian Union of Journalists, of today's deserving honorees, and charge all of you, the recipients of these honors, to continue along this path of service to media excellence. I would like to commend the NUJ for the book project marking this 70th anniversary. I am of the strong view that the media profession must always remember to tell its own stories and shape its narratives. It has been mentioned here before, no one else will do it for us. On this note, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your kind attention and again wish the Nigerian Union of Journalists a very happy and fulfilling 70th anniversary. Here is to an even more exciting, rewarding, and impactful 70 years and more ahead. Thank you very much, and may God bless you all.
A round of applause for Mr. President, represented by the Honorable Minister. Thank you very much. And Mr. President's representative will now be presenting the awards as we invite excellencies, governors, and their representatives for the awards. Let's invite first on the list, distinguished Senator Hope Uzodinma, Award for Outstanding Media-Friendly Governor of the Year. We invite the representative of His Excellency to please come off the podium. Please give him a round of applause.
And representing the governor here today is the Honorable Commissioner for Information, Public Orientation and Strategy, Honorable Declan Emelumba. Can we put our hands together for him?
Get ready for the next. Next is His Excellency Pastor Umar Basi Eno, Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom State, award as Best Governor on Infrastructural Development for the Media.
He is represented here tonight by Honorable Aniekan Umana, the Honorable Commissioner for Information. Put your hands together for him.
Next is the Governor of Gombe State, His Excellency Governor Muhammadu Inuwa Yahaya, award as Media-Friendly Governor in recognition of his support for press freedom and the media profession.
Next is His Excellency Governor Bala Mohammed. Let's call on His Excellency Governor Bala Mohammed, Bauchi State, Lifetime Achievement Award as Outstanding Veteran Journalist and for your contribution to the advancement of democracy.
He is represented by His Excellency the Deputy Governor, who is already coming up stage now. Next, we have His Excellency the Governor of Kano State, Abba Kabir Yusuf, award as Media Supportive Governor in recognition of his support for press freedom and the media profession. Represented by His Excellency the Deputy Governor of Kano State.
And next is Engineer Sheyi Makinde, Governor of Oyo State. Award as Media-Friendly Governor in recognition of your support for press freedom and the media profession.
We ask all our governors to please remain. There will be group photograph of all the governors and the awards. Please remain on stage. Next, we invite Professor Babagana Zulum, Governor of Borno State, award as Media-Friendly Governor in recognition of his support for press freedom and the media profession. He is represented. Honorable Commissioner.
And next is Dr. Nasir Idris, Governor of Kebbi State, award as Media Supportive Governor in recognition of your support for press freedom and the media profession.
And next we have His Excellency Distinguished Senator Doye Diri, Executive Governor of Bayelsa State, award on infrastructural development and as Media Ambassador. Oyo? Okay. His representative, the representative of the Executive Governor of Bayelsa State,
is represented by Honorable Mrs. Koku Obiai. That's the Commissioner for Information, Orientation and Strategy, Bayelsa State.
Next, we have His Excellency Yaya Bello, former governor of Kogi State. He is receiving Lifetime Achievement Award for Media Empowerment. He is ably represented by distinguished Senator Smart Adeyemi. The award for the governor of Oyo State is now also being presented. We request all excellencies and their representatives to stand for pictures. I want to plead with supporters of excellencies to please make way. Just stay at the side, please, so that only excellencies with their awards will appear as directed. Thank you. So they stand for picture now. Excellencies, please step in for picture with Mr. President, ably represented by the Honorable Minister. And just following this, we would have the cutting of the cake. As the governor stepped down, they will join Mr. President, represented by the Honorable Minister, for the cutting of the cake before we have the next set of awards, which will be for the beautiful ladies, past presidents of NUJ.
While the photographs are going on, we need the cake designer to come and unveil this.
Thank you very much, Excellencies. Please just show it for the media for picture. Thank you.
Please, we'd like you to step down for the cake cutting.
So we now proceed for the cake. And we're going to hand the microphone over to the governors, each to speak, just to make their donations. Please, all the governors, please, sirs, Excellencies, please just one minute speech, just a minute speech by each, sir.
Well, Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who is adequately represented here by the Minister of Information, I stand here on behalf of the former governor of Kogi State, the leader of our political class of the APC. And he has asked me to extend his appreciation for this gesture from the Nigerian Union of Journalists. And let me quickly add that he said that we have every cause to celebrate, not just by giving this award, but the fact is that under the Tinubu administration, the media has been very, very free in practicing our profession. And that I have known no report of any journalist that has been arrested in any way, in any form. I haven't said this. Let me quickly add that as far as Kogi State is concerned, we stand and we are in support of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We believe in the reforms he's carrying out, and we hold the view to say this, that more than any president in the last 30, 40 years, we have a president who is courageous enough to redirect the socio-economic affairs of Nigerian people. Today, we have so many projects that are aimed at improving the well-being of Nigerians, accelerating socio-economic development, and redirecting our nation. We stand to say that we're in support of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for another term as a state. And this is a message to all those who are gathering. Please gather, but please exclude Kogi State. As far as Kogi State is concerned, as a stakeholder myself, we stand for APC
under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. God help Nigeria soon.
Order.
The representative of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, our Minister of Information and Culture.
Please, let's have some quiet. Go ahead, Your Excellency.
Let me congratulate the Nigerian Union of Journalists and all our journalists in the House. On behalf of His Excellency, the Governor of Oyo State, Engineer Seyi Makinde, who has given unanimous support to our journalists, for which this recognition has been awarded. We thank you so much for keeping Nigeria very alive, and then the social, cultural, social, economic development that we are witnessing in Nigeria significantly have been due to the role of journalists and journalism in Nigeria. On this note, the chairman of Nigerian Union of Journalists in Oyo State rubbed minds with His Excellency this morning, and I can assure you he's here in the House. I can assure you that as we have been doing in Oyo State, giving support to journalists and journalism in the state, the contributions for this occasion will be passed through the chairman, Nigerian Union of Journalists in Nigeria, to
the chairman.
Nigerian Union of Journalists.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Sir.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم صلى الله على نبي الكريم. Your Excellency, honorably represented by the Honorable Minister for Information, Your Excellency, the Chairman of the occasion, the National President of the NUJ, former National President, Your Excellencies, my colleagues from other states of the Federation, namely Oyo, Bauchi, and Kogi. A very good evening to you all. It is indeed my greatest pleasure to be part of this occasion on behalf of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kano State, Engineer Abba Kabir Yusuf, who has so much wanted to be here with us physically, but I know he is still with us in spirit. He was just returning from Saudi Arabia 2 days ago, where he performed the pilgrimage of this year. He asked me to convey his felicitations to you and his congratulations to Nigeria Union of Journalists for attaining this age of 70 years. 70 years is by no means a small journey. The NUJ has come a long way and has gone through so many things as we have just heard from the veterans. We congratulate you for coming this far and for achieving so much within this period. One of the most important achievements of the NUJ to date is what has been highlighted by Aremu Oshoba, His Excellency. The unity of purpose, the unity of the organization. Today, as we have just heard and seen, NUJ
is a solid family. I believe this is one of the greatest achievements so far, considering the Nigerian terrain and politics of Nigeria. So once again, congratulations. We have been friends, we'll continue to be friends, very close friends of the NUJ. And we really appreciate this acknowledgement from the NUJ for conferring on His Excellency, best friend, the media of the year. This year around, His Excellency has already given approval to host the NUJ in Kano for its upcoming National Executive Council meeting. And also, we have been very much around in the preparations for this very August gathering. So we are looking forward to receiving the NUJ in Kano. I will not say anything for now, but what we have in store, you are coming, we are looking forward to your coming very soon to Kano. Once again, congratulations to the union and to all the veterans who have been able to make it here and those who are not able to make it here. We wish them the best and we wish them good health. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Thank you very much, sir.
Your Excellencies, I want to hide under existing protocol. On behalf of my governor, His Excellency, distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma, first of all, I want to congratulate NUJ for marking 70 years. It's not an easy thing at all. His Excellency is really delighted to receive this award because he is truly a media-friendly governor. I give you 3 instances. He has not less than 5 journalists who are members of this NUJ in his cabinet, and you can verify that.
What did he give to me?
The head of service of Imo State is a member of this union. She used to be the chairperson of NUJ in Imo State. The current national president of this NUJ, who is hosting us today, was elected in Imo State, hosted by the governor, by my governor. And finally, my governor has a very unique thing. He has Hope Uzodimma Media Excellence Award, which he established to encourage journalists in Imo State to reach their peak, to perform at their best. And he gives them an annual award. He redeems that prize with a token of 1 million naira to each journalist, about 10 of them in different categories. So I think this is an honor well deserved. And I will go back to him to tell him that what I saw here today is beyond me. I cannot stay here and talk for him. I know what he can do. So I will definitely, and the president is his friend, I will definitely get back to the president when I have consulted him further, so that I don't underrepresent him in terms of what he can do here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, MC. Your Excellency, the representative of Mr. President, Your Excellencies, the representative of the various governors here present, members of the highest lawmaking body of Nigeria, members of the highest decision-making body of Nigeria here present, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening. It is with a Delphic humility and a hematic gratitude to Almighty Allah that I join you here today, distinguished Nigerians, veteran journalists, captain of industries, to accept the nomination or the award given to my boss, His Excellency, Dr. Bala Abdul Qadir Mohammed, who is also a veteran in this field. May use this opportunity to congratulate the Nigerian Union of Journalists for 70 years of serving our great nation, for 70 years of watchdog journalism, and for 70 years of ensuring things are done the best way possible by performing your service exceptionally well. You have nurtured democracy, you have ensured accountability, and you have ensured a service to our motherland. I wish to particularly assure you that I am exceptionally delighted today, not only for the award accorded me, but also for the way and manner I was trained by this noble institution. I got a lot of experience, training that today serves as a basis of our achievement, not only in Bauchi State, but when I was a minister of the Federal Capital Territory. This award is hereby dedicated to all the veteran journalists, the past and the present. You have sacrificed your health, you have sacrificed your life in order to ensure that the leaders live up to their expectation. May the protection of Allah be with you. May this noble profession continue to prosper in God's name. Assalamu alaikum.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Your Excellency, Mr. President, heavily represented, all invited guests. His Excellency, the Governor of Gombe State, want to extend his gratitude for this award. And he has asked me to let you know that he's dedicating this award to all the working journalists in Gombe State. And also, I want you to know that he is very happy with the performance of the current president of NUJ, who happens to be from Gombe State too. And also, His Excellency wants you to know that with respect to the launching of the book, he will communicate to the NUJ through the Director General of Press from Gombe State. Thank you very much.
His Excellency, the Minister of Information and National Orientation, the Chairman of this occasion, the President of NUJ, gentlemen of the press that are here, representative of the governors, good evening everybody. I'm here representing my governor, distinguished Senator Doyejiri, and he will have personally been here today, but today happens to be one of the days we have scheduled our thank you tour after the elections. And again today we have convocation of one of our universities in the state, University of Africa, Bayelsa State. So he asked me to represent him. And he's very happy that NUJ gave him this award. Honestly, the award is a well-deserved award because last year we hosted the editor guilds in our state, and they had the opportunity to go around the state to see what our governor, the prosperity government, is doing in Bayelsa State. Just this year again, about a month plus ago, we also had our media summit, and we had the privilege of having the president of NUJ again in our state. So I want to thank them because we believe that this award that has been given to us, to our government, is a well-deserved award. We want to thank you And the governor said that we should congratulate you because going through service here, even in unionism for 70 years, is not a joke. And we believe that you've gone through a lot to get to this point. But as a state, we enjoy our partnership with the journalists. They have been so supportive, from the state chairman of your union to other members. We work together, we enjoy their relationship, and we congratulate you. The governor actually, because of all of this engagement, has not given me the actual thing or money or assistance that he will give. But I'm very sure that it will be big. Take it from us, and congratulations.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. The President of the Federal Republic, heavily represented by the Honorable Minister of Information, the Deputy Governors here present, the SA to the President on Media, the Chairman of Education, the NUJ National President. I stand here before you on behalf of His Excellency Professor Babagana Umara Zulum, the Executive Governor of Borno State, who is unavoidably absent here because of some pressing state assignments. So he directed that I should say that he is humble and happy to receive this award. And he also promised to continue with his commitment of providing support to the media, and especially the NUJ. Let me also use this opportunity to call on all professionals here who are part of the presentation on AI. In AI, I urge you to properly take the advantage of AI, especially in the areas of routine tasks, automation of routine tasks, in the areas of efficiency, and at the same time take advantage of the digital landscape. Also, let me also use this opportunity to also urge the media specialists, especially in the areas of disadvantage, like misinformation, mis and disinformation, and then also ethical content, especially in the landscape of AI. Let me also congratulate the NUJ for the 77 years of decades, giving out the truth, voice of the voiceless, and at the same time, pillar of democracy. So His Excellency will always continue providing the necessary support to the NUJ. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And with this, we allow our governors to take their seat, except for the Deputy Governor of Kano, who will now be presenting the award to the past NUJ presidents.
Of NUJ. Yeah. Please step up. Past presidents of NUJ. Mrs. Brenda Akpan, if you're here, or we have a representative. Mrs. Anatu Musa.
And then we have Chief Mrs. Moji Bakojola, MFR. She's here.
Mrs. Conde Daniel.
We have Evelyn Oyilo, also here.
Toru Oladapo.
Fatima Abdulkadri.
Asabe Baba Nahaya.
And Ifeyinwa Omowole, as well as
Ladi Bala.
And the current president, very distinguished, Aisha Ibrahim Bura. So here they come, our very dear past NUJ presidents and the current one. Make their way from...
Only the past presidents on the stage, please.
Only.
After that, we're going to the cutting of the cake. Only the past presidents. We understand that you came with people, but let's have just the past presidents here on the stage.
So you announce, okay, you can announce.
Okay.
As soon as you take it.
Okay.
Then you can.
So the very first one is Chief Mrs. Moji Makojuola.
Veteran journalist, veteran broadcaster, legend in broadcasts.
Yeah, the next one.
Ifeyinwa is next. Mrs. Ifeyinwa Omowale is next. Hanatu Musa.
Conde Daniel.
Ladi Bala. Conde Daniel. Ladi Bala.
Evelyn.
Evelyn Oyilo. They will now all stand for photograph together. They all stand together for photograph. Fatima Abdul Karim. The representative of Mrs. Fatima Abdul Karim is here. Fatima Abdul Karim, there it is. So they all stand now. Chairperson Lagos will be taking for Toro Ladipo. Aisha Ibrahim. Chairperson of Lagos to collect for Toro Ladapo.
Aisha Ibrahim. Lillian Ogabu is collecting for her.
Thank you. They stand together for group photograph. Representative of Fatima Abdul Karim, is the representative here? Okay. The present Nawad chairperson, Aisha Ibrahim Bora. Okay. So they stand now for a group photograph. Let's stand for a group photograph.
We have to do this cake. Because the president already.
On behalf of all the past presidents and the current, very distinguished Chief Mrs. Mojima Kojola now speaks. Ma.
Your Excellencies all, very, very distinguished colleagues, I stand here in history. Aremo, this is a time to publicly acknowledge your support for women, for me as a person. The very first day I appeared on NTA Lorry as the first presenter, Aremo was indeed my greatest supporter. And so when you are announcing what he's done, and you didn't include that he was general manager of the Herald, I felt pained. But I'm here to correct that. Thank you, Aremo. Thank you for all that you did to encourage me, and of course, by extension, encourage all the women. Although you say we are club members, we will certainly make you chief patron of the clubs. Having said that, representative of His Excellency the President, our governors here, my colleagues, great Nawajians, great Nawajians, greatest of the greatest of the greatest of the greatest. Thank you so much. I stand here also to acknowledge Egbojola, may his soul rest in peace, and of course the grandfather of Nawaj, George Izobo. We recognize you. Today for us, some of us were not born 70 years back, but we'll soon be hitting that. But seriously, today is the first day I'm out since March.
She's not here.
I have been ill. I have had several surgeries, but I said I would come in today. Today stands for me a place of pride, because the president of NUJ today is not just my protege, but is also my son. So I stand here like a mother, a proud mother, to celebrate a worthy son. This is your time. And we, on behalf of Nawaj, will continue to support you. You will be one of the best by God's grace. The Nigerian journalists must brace up for what we have today. You cannot be left behind. When we have all players, all comers coming out to say they are journalists, we know ourselves. So we'll support you and ensure that we have a comprehensive diary that shows, that depicts, that also makes sure that only qualified journalists practice the religion, practice the profession. So on behalf of all of us, on behalf of Brenda Akpan, who is not here, and other past presidents, thank you for honoring us. God will honor you. We remain journalists for life, and we'll continue to work hard for that.
Please give them a round of applause. Our ladies of excellence, Nawaj past presidents. We now move to the next set of awards. If we have the representative for the posthumous Lifetime Achievement Award, late Alhaji Lateef Jakonde, the representative can come up. Presenting this next set of awards is the Deputy Governor of Bauchi State. The Deputy Governor of Bauchi State will be presenting the next set of awards. We now invite representative of late Alhaji Lateef Jakonde, former Governor of Lagos State. If we have the representative of the Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji Ojo. We know we do have here the representative of the CG of Customs, Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, award as media promoter for his unwavering support for press freedom and national development. Is represented by the very distinguished Assistant Comptroller and National PRO, Nigeria Customs Service, Abdullahi Aliu Mewada, PhD, MNIPR.
Do we have the representative of the National Security Advisor, Malam Nuhu Ribadu? Would like you to step up.
If we have the representative. We also invite Barrister Akuta Pius, the Executive Secretary of Nigeria Shippers Council, represented by his wife. Oh, he's here in person. Okay, he's here in person. Barrister Akuta Pius, who came, he's here in person, the Executive Secretary, Nigeria Shippers Council. Next.
Do we have the representative of Mr. Tunji Bello, that's Executive Vice Chairman, CEO of FCCPC. That's the award as Media Ambassador in recognition of your professionalism as a seasoned political reporter and editor of the defunct National Concord newspaper. If we have a representative, please step up to the podium.
We also invite for award Deputy Managing Director, Arise Television, Bayo Awoshemo, to please come for his award. We invite Dr. Yemi Kolapo, MD Publisher, The Point newspaper, award as most supportive on journalism welfare. We invite the Kanwan Katsina, Alhaji UK Bello, award as media supporter in recognition of his support for press freedom and the media profession. We also invite Professor Umar Pate, Vice Chancellor, Federal University, Kashere, Gombe State, Lifetime Achievement Award as veteran journalist.
Let's also invite Professor Adamu Abubakar Gwarzo, President of Mariam Abacha American University of Nigeria and Niger, a Lifetime Achievement Award as veteran journalist. If we have a representative, please step up.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Let's also invite Professor Idris M. Bugaje, Executive Secretary, National Board for Technical Education, Abuja. That award as Media Ambassador is in recognition of your contribution to media and defense of press freedom. We need to settle down.
Please, let's settle down. For Professor Pate,
let's settle down.
The award will be received by the Director General of the Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria. Dr. Bulama will be receiving on behalf of Professor Pate. Professor Pate is available now.
Do we have a representative of the Bank of Industry? Okay, Mrs. Sheun Olagunju. Let's put our hands together for her. She's representing the Bank of Industry and the award for media's most enterprising bank.
Access Bank award for media most supportive bank. The representative can please come forward. The one for Alhaji UK Bello has just received his own, his MNI, the Kanwan Katsina award as media supporter in recognition of his support for press freedom and the media profession. Bayo Awoshemo.
He has collected since now. He is presenting.
Okay. They are here. Let's invite Dr. Bulama to receive Professor Pate. Dr. Bulama to receive the award for Professor Pate.
Yes.
Bank of Industry.
What's her name again?
Received by Mr. Shewa Lanuju, also a veteran broadcaster. Okay, next one. Dr. Yemi Kolakbo is a representative here. Dr. Yemi, okay, she's here, okay. Bayo Awoshemo is here. Veteran journalist, Deputy Managing Director, Arise Television. Is the representative of the Minister of Interior here? And with that, we take a group photograph. Thank you very much. Let's stand for group photograph. We'll stand for group photograph. Thank you. Access Bank. Okay, just one more presentation, just one more. Professor Gaji will now be receiving Thank you. Thank you very much, and we thank His Excellency, the Deputy Governor, as we now proceed for the cutting of the cake. For the cutting of the cake,
we'd like the past presidents to step out.
At the center, we'll have Aremo Shegun Oshoba, Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic, former Governor of Ogun State, Father of the Day, at the center for the cutting of the cake. Please welcome you, sir. All past presidents should join him. The chairman of the occasion, ably represented, to join for the cutting of the cake. Let's have that done right now. Dr. Mohammed Bulama, Director General of FRCN, please join for the cutting of the cake. All deputy governors present and representative of governors to join for the cutting of the cake. Please release our father, Aremo Shegun Oshoba, for the cutting of the cake. He is to be at the very center with the president of NUJ. Please unveil the cake. Aremo Shegun Oshoba at the center. All deputy governors flank. The chairman's representative. To celebrate, all past presidents who are around should please join for this.
All past NUJ presidents, please step forward. NAWAJ, all past NAWAJ presidents, please join
for the cutting of the cake. As we celebrate this, we all say NUJ at 70. NUJ at 70. Thank you very much. For vote of thanks, we invite the chairman, 70th Anniversary Committee, Dr. Abimbola Oyetunde, for vote of thanks.
His Excellency, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by our Chief Host and Minister of Information, all governors present here, all our invitees, all past presidents of the Union, and past National Secretary, our distinguished leaders from all councils, our CWC members, and dear colleagues. It's with great pleasure and joy that I say a very big thank you today for coming and making this a success, a huge success. We really appreciate you on behalf of all members of the committee, I would also like to say thank you to our president of the Nigerian Union of Journalists,